Hey, what's up YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be looking at some combos for our previously listed Dragon Link deck profile, so stick around and let's get into this. Okay, so let's start with our first test hand. We'll go under the pretense that we will not get any interruptions, so it will be straight full on combo from here depending on what we draw. So let's give this a good little shuffle. Cut, and let's see what we get. Okay, so this already is probably one of the best hands to get. So in this case, because we've got white dragon wyvern burst already, so me personally, I would not use chaos space in this sense because I don't want to lose my white dragon. So what I would do is, just to start off the combo, I would actually normal summon rocket synchron, okay, and link that off into Striker Dragon. Yes, Striker Dragon effect will activate. That will get us our boot sector launch from our deck. Okay. Then from this point, I would actually banish the Striker Dragon or the Rocket Synchron to special summon the White Dragon Wyvern Burster. Now from here, because we want to continue our combo, I would actually go into Romulus from here. So you would link 2, okay, go into Dragoonity Knight Romulus. Now here you can order your chain links depending on which one is more important. So at this point I would put Romulus at chain link 1, and then White Dragon Wyvern Burst at chain link 2. Okay, so that would get me the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, okay, and the Dragon Ravine. Cool. So from here, what I would do is I would actually first activate Dragon Ravine, okay, send the Chaos Space to the grave, and because I don't have a rocket in my hand, or Rocket Tracer, I'm going to send Router to the graveyard, which will activate his effect and get Rocket Tracer to my hand. Okay. So our main objective here is to end on Boral End Dragon along with a Savage Dragon. Okay, Boral End Savage Dragon. So from this point, what I would then do is I would banish the White Dragon to special summon the Black Dragon, and then from there I would banish the Chaos Space to return the White Dragon to the bottom of your deck, and then draw 1. Okay, then from this point, what you can do is you are going to activate the boot sector launch, okay, to special summon the Rocket Tracer. Now, me personally, I do not activate his effect that early, because normally I would bring him back, but for the sake of this video, what I would do is I'll activate his effect, okay, to go and pop the boot sector launch. That will lock you into dark, and you will actually just special summon out the Rocket Recharger. Okay, so special summon out the Rocket Recharger. Then from here, what we would do is I'm going to give this a good shuffle because I am going to go into Chaos Ruler from here. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to Synchro and go into Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon. So that effect will activate and I will actually move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have normal summoned already. So what we would do from here is I'm actually just going to grab, for follow up, I would grab the Rocket Tracer back to my hand and send this to the grave. Okay, then from here, what I would do is I would link this off, okay, and bring out my Guard Dragon Pusty, okay, and then that will get me the White Dragon back from the deck to my hand. Okay, although we cannot summon it again because we already used its effect. Okay, then I would link these two off, okay, and bring out Triple Burst Dragon. Now, because these two are pointing to exactly the same zone, you would activate Guard Dragon Pusty's effect and bring back a Rocket Tracer, okay, and then also what you will then do is activate Chaos Ruler's effect by banishing 1 light and 1 dark to special summon him back to the field, okay, and then from this point onwards you would go into 3, 4 and 5, okay, and bring out Borrel in Dragon. Borrel in Dragon's effect, you will target the Rocket Tracer and then target the Rocket Recharger in your grave and special summon back to the field. That will negate obviously Rocket Tracer's effect, but no matter, we've already used it. Okay, so you will then synchro those two off and go into Borrelot Savage Dragon. His effect will activate and you will equip the Triple Burst Dragon, giving him 3 negates and the half of Triple Burst Dragon's attack points, and then that you will end your turn on. Okay, and then with that you have 1 Imperm set, 2 Imperm set and an Ash Blossom in your hand for maximum disruption. Test end number 2, let's see what we get. Dragon Ravine, Boot Sector Launch, Rocket Synchron and Starlit Safety. Okay, so this hand is not too bad. So what I would have done with this hand is, you most likely will not get too much out of this, but you can definitely end on a good board. So I would normal summon Starlit Safety, okay, use his effect to send himself to the graveyard to get me the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. Okay. From here on out, the combos are more or less the same. Okay, so I'll get the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. Okay, and then I would banish that to special that, and because we already have Boot Sector Launch in our hand, we don't, and Dragon Ravine, we don't necessarily have to go into a Striker Dragon or Romulus play. However, it is good to have that, especially if you want to use your God Dragon Pusty effect. So what I would do is I would activate, just to get an extra rocket in my hand, I would actually activate Dragon's Ravine and send the Ash Blossom to the graveyard, and then also send the Apsarata Dragon from my deck to the grave, which is there. Apsarata Dragon effect would activate, and that would get me the Rocket Tracer. Okay. So from here on, I would activate Boot Sector Launch and special summon out my 2 rockets. Okay. Then from this point, I would go Rocket Synchron and Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, and I would make my Crystron Halqifibrax. From there, again, you can organize your chain links depending on which is more important. So I would go Halqifibrax chain link 1, and then Black Dragon Collapse Serpent chain link 2. Okay, so that would then get me the White Dragon Wyvern Burster, and Halqifibrax will allow me to special summon another tuner to the field, and I would go with my second copy of Rocket Synchron. Okay. Then from this point onwards, the combo would more or less be the same, but you do have a couple of options. So here what I would do is I would go Rocket Tracer link off into God Dragon Pusty, and then Rocket Synchron link off into Striker Dragon. Then God Dragon Pusty's effect would activate to bring back a monster from the grave, and I will bring back obviously my Rocket Tracer. Then from there, it's pretty much the same. I'm going to banish my Black Dragon Collapse Serpent to special summon my White Dragon, and then from this point onwards, there's a few things that you can do. So what I will do is I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, and 5 and get my Borrel in Dragon. Okay, before you activate his effect, you will activate Tracer's effect to target and destroy your Boot Sector Launch, bringing out the Rocket Recharger. Okay, and then again, you would want to, if you want to continue on with your combo, you can use this to create Chaos Ruler, but if you just want to end on some negates, you can go into Borrelow's Savage Dragon. For the sake of this, I would actually go into, I'm going to go into my Chaos Ruler. So I'm going to Synchro and go into Chaos Ruler. Okay, Chaos Ruler will mill 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is actually quite good because we will actually get another draw or from the Chaos space. Okay, and we will definitely take the Chaos Dragon Levianeer. Send that. Now what you will do is you are actually going to banish the Chaos space, return the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent to draw 1, and here you draw a Quick Launch. So what you would do is you would activate Borrel in Dragon's effect, target chaos ruler and then target a dragon. So I'm going to target my rocket synchron and bring that back to the field. I'm going to synchro those two off and create hot red dragon. So that's another negate on the board. Then I'm going to banish my one light and one dark to bring back my chaos ruler. Okay, then from there what I will do is I'm going to activate the quick launch to get another rocket onto the field. Okay, so I will bring out, let's say, another copy of Rocket Tracer. Okay, let's give that a nice little shuffle once again. Then what I'm going to do is from here I would link off, send that to the banish, and I would make quad boral dragon. Okay, and just to check the graveyard again. Okay, then quad boral dragon's effect would activate by targeting himself and sending the chaos dragon level near to the graveyard. Pop that, and that allows you to bring back two rockets with different names. I'll bring back the Rocket Tracer and Rocket Recharger, and then that will synchro off and in on a Borrowload Savage Dragon, equipping the Quad Boral Dragon to give him 2 negates and an extra 500 attack points. And that is more or less it for this board. Alright, so that is 2 hand testing combos that you can try. What I will do is I can actually show you another variant, whereas we ended on seals and then our opponent Nibiru's us, and we can still continue play after that. Okay, now we come to that part of the combo where you've just made seals and you've summoned off your 2 rockets from your boot sector launch, and then your opponent hits us with Nib. Okay, with a Nibiru. So that would happen. Okay, that would be sent to the graveyard, and then the Nibiru token would hit. Okay, so in this sense, the Heretic Seals effect would activate, and now you will not get Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon if you are not running the other one from a previous deck profile. Okay, but if you have followed the deck profile and you are running this, then you would summon Double Disruptor Dragon. Okay, this would then allow us to continue our combos. Okay, because of Double Disruptor Dragon's effect, you would send him to the graveyard to bring back 2 rockets with different names. So I would bring back my Rocket Tracer and my Rocket Caliber. Okay, now depending on what it is that you want to do, you can go into Chaos Ruler from here. Okay, so just give this another little shuffle, or you can go directly into Borrowload Savage Dragon. But what I want to do is I'm going to go into Chaos Ruler just so that I can see what I move off my deck. Okay, so I would activate Rocket Tracer's effect to target and destroy boot sector launch. That will get me my Rocket Recharger. Okay, Recharger hits the field, and you would synchro to these off, and you would get your Chaos Ruler. Chaos Ruler's effect would activate and you would all the top 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here's a couple of things that you can do here. You cannot add the Ash Blossom because it's not a light or dark. You cannot add the Infinite Impermanence because again it's not a light or dark creature. You've already normal summoned, so you wouldn't want to grab any of these two. So I'm going to grab the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Okay, and that will then go to the graveyard. Then because you're already locked into dark type monsters here, so there's a couple of things that you can do. Okay, so because you've got Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, what you can do is actually banish that and special summon your Darkness Metal Dragon. From your Darkness Metal Dragon you would activate its effect, okay, to bring back let's say, just for the sake of it, we'll go with Rocket Tracer. Okay, you would then link these two off into your Quad Boral Dragon. Okay, Quad Boral Dragon's effect would activate. You would target himself and send your white dragon back to the grave. Okay, destroy him and bring back 2 rockets from your graveyard with different names. So I'll bring back my Rocket Tracer and my Rocket Recharger. Okay, and then from there I would synchro these 2 off and go into my Borreload Savage Dragon. Borreload Savage Dragon effect would activate and you can then equip your Quad Boral Dragon to him, giving him 2 negates and an extra 500 attack points. Then you can go into something else here which is quite cool, and I'm actually going to show you that. I'm actually going to use a Nib token as link material for this. Okay, and then I'm going to make IP Masquerena because you can make her with 2 non-link monsters. Okay, then Chaos Ruler's effect will activate to special himself back to the field, and I will banish my 1 light and 1 dark and special summon him back to the field. Then on that I would actually just end my turn because now we've got negates and we've got a spin back with the link climb into Nightmare Unicorn, plus you've got 2 effect failures in your hand as well. So that is literally what you can do off Nibiru, so you can always continue your combos just with that 1 card being Double Disrupt the Dragon. It's probably one of the best cards to have in your deck. Previously you would bring back Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from your deck onto the field of seals, but I feel that Double Disrupt the Dragon is a better option since it gives you 2 instead of just 1. Alright guys, that was today's video on combos for Dragon Link. Again, it was not the most optimal of combos depending on the hands that we got. There are definitely better plays that you can do. However, if you did like this video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button there so that you can always stay up to date with when we post a video or even when we go live, because we are planning on doing some live videos. If you have any other suggestions, please drop it down in the comments below and we'll check you next time. Cheers.